Hi everyone, we are back working with the Shabby Chic French collection by Kerr. We're working on this journal. It's a one signature journal, 9 by 12 envelope folded in half, so that we could just use the 8.5 by 11 pages, no special cutting or anything for that. Yesterday we did some altered paper clips here. They turned out so cute. Oops, where's the little ones? Here they are. Yeah, these were a lot of fun. So I've got all of these waiting to go in. Today we're going to do some pockets and some corner tucks, corner flips. Actually, this one goes this way, I think, like so. So nothing too difficult. I am going to sew around these. I'm not going to sew around these. So let's get started. Get these. These are still drying, so I want to put them somewhere where I can actually see them, which shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so I've already gone, what I've used here. These are the journal cards that come with the kit. There's 3 pages like this, so there's 12 cards, and I've just taken 2 of them. I want to use these for the inside pocket on the inside of the covers. So there again, trying to just use up some bits and pieces. I am going to go ahead and ink these. How's everyone's day going? It's another gloomy day here. I can see the sun is trying to come out, but they're promising rain this afternoon. I'm about done with the rain. I want to go enjoy some sunshine. I know we need it, but I am not a rainy day girl. I like my sun. My kids, on the other hand, they're like, wow, it looks like awesome weather. I'm like, I like to see the blue sky. I think they're just trying to be different than I am, because that's what kids do. Okay, so this one's really easy. I did this a couple ways, and you can see on this one. The Beacon 3-in-1 does a little bit show through. I don't know if it will dry completely and not show, because I just put these on, but you can see a little bit peeking through there, so I think I'm going to try and make it a little bit thinner. And then I had some globs on the end, which I covered with the pearls. But I think I like this way better, with the lace and then the seam binding over the top just flat, and then I've got a little cheesecloth and a flower there. I did coffee dye those yesterday. This one has some folding in it, which is a little trickier, but you know, there's more than one way to do it. Any kind of trim will work. So what I'm gonna do is glue this, just kind of mush this glue down a little bit. It seems to not show as much when it's spread out thinner. And then use this lace here just across the middle. I don't have it lined up or with anything. I'm just putting it across the middle. You could do it across the bottom if you wanted, but I want to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to kind of zigzag some glue here for the seam binding, and run that down the middle. I'm wondering if you let it get a little bit tacky, if you get less bleed through. I'm not going to press it down real hard. I'm just going to kind of tap it lightly, enough to stick but not enough to seep, like that. And then I had some cheesecloth somewhere. boy, that stuff, it just like blows away. I don't know what happened to it. Well, I'll get some more over here. I am loving the way this cheesecloth works. Now, I did notice that one direction that you pull it, it doesn't want to come apart. And if you feel like you're fighting it, go the other direction and it pulls right apart. So I'm just going to put a little circle there in the middle. A little bit of this cheesecloth. And then I think it's stuck to my finger. There we go. I'm going to use the, put the glue lid back on because it does get goopy on the tip. I'm going to use this pin to glue on the flower. And it does, you got to be careful squeezing that. And just put that down like that. That does take a little bit to set, but I think it'll stay better since there's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers there. These flowers are from Dollar Tree and they came in different colors. I've got some teal ones and pink ones and I think green. But one time I was lucky enough to find the white ones and I coffee dyed those. So they're paper flowers. And then I am just going to trim this off the ends. And then I want to add some of these pearls to the end. And I'm also going to use the pen for that. Just try not to get too big of a glob. There we go. Now let's see. Use my Cricut weeding tool. There we go. I think this was originally a dental pick. It looks like a dental pick. Well, get up there. I could be wrong. But hey, we crafters, we get inventive, don't we? There we go. So that's one. This notch, I used the envelope punch board to cut that out. Okay, so let's bring this one in. And this glue does dry clear, so if there's any on the outside where I don't want it, I'm not too concerned about it. The hard to zigzag because it kind of sticks, so I'm just gonna tap it in a zigzag, see if that helps. Put the seam binding. Sorry guys, I can't figure out how to get those notifications to stop, and I can't figure out how to get them to mute. I have muted my phone every way I can, and all the notifications are still coming through. I don't get my phone ringing, but the notifications, I can't figure out how to get them to mute. Okay. So another piece of cheesecloth. It really does remind me of like an angelfish or something. That's so cool. Never would have thought of that. Okay. Now my flour. Right in the middle. Excuse me. The one thing I don't care for about this pen is the lid. You see how it's angled? You have to get it on just right to close it, and I feel like I'm having to fiddle with it too much. Put the lid on there. Now that I put the lid on, then I need to come back. A little dab will do you on this. And while you're trying to fiddle with the lid, you're squeezing on the bottle, and yeah, that's not always good. I haven't had any major catastrophes, but I can see that could be a problem. Woo, run away. Okay, there we go. So aren't those cute? I think those are cute. I like those. And like I said, I like it with the flat ribbon as well as the ruffle. I don't think it matters. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is these corner tucks. Now, what I've done is taken an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I've folded it in half and cut, I think these are 4 1/4. Yeah, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Folded them diagonally. Now this one I'm going to sew, but I don't need to sew until after I put it together, so I will show you guys. You can see what it looks like with the sewing on it. You can see already what it looks like, so all we're going to do is put it together here. But I did not do any major inking or anything on this, but you could. In fact, after I sew it, I probably will. So let's see, I just want to glue this piece, and I think it covers, yeah. I want to just put some glue there. If I need more, I'll put more, but let me get that centered. And I'm centering the corner part, not necessarily the bottom part. There we go. And then I'm going to trim off whatever we don't need. There we go. Okay, so let's do this one. And I purposely chose the 2 different colors just to see what it would look like. The one I did first is a little darker, so you get a little bit more contrast there. But I think it works either way. Oops. Be careful not to cut into your triangle. Okay. So see, this doily is not quite as dark as this one, but it still is somewhat of a contrast, so it'll work. Okay, so now I've got this pocket, I want to go back. I think I'm going to go right here and right here. Is that the same place? Yeah. Trying to keep them symmetrical, and I'm going to put some some of the cheesecloth. And like I said, some of this will come off after it's all glued on, and that's okay. Just a little fluff. Okay, and then I need to ink these circles a little bit, just to get the white off the edge. These are, in the kit there is a page that has squares and ovals and hearts, and I cut these circles with my 1.5 inch punch out of the ovals. So there again, I'm just going to take and put some glue on the back of this. There we go. And make sure I'm far enough away that I can still sew. You could do a zigzag stitch, you could do a the straight stitch like I did, whatever you want, or none at all, or you could draw the stitches. I went all the way around and then down the middle, down the edge of the doily there. Okay, let's do this one. And I think there's a stem on there, yeah. Make sure that my stem is facing down. Okay, and then I just want to put a little bit of bling on there. Again, I'll do that with the pen, gently, so I don't get all that glue. Yeah, I use the rest of that over here. Okay. Got some glue strings from the beacon. Okay. There we go. I tried to center these, but it's not going to be perfect, so I'm not really too concerned. There we go. So I will sew those off camera, but that is what I have today. These are fun. So these are going to go on the inside cover, and then these will go on one of the pages. And we'll be back tomorrow to make some more fun stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time.